Our global population has grown by over 30 million since the beginning of this year, and it's predicted that by 2050 there will be 9.7 billion people living on this planet. And that makes food security one of the most pressing issues facing the modern world. And one way we can contribute to this ever-increasing demand is through improving the efficiency of intensive aquaculture or fish farming. And currently, a significant proportion of fisheries production is processed into fish meal and oil. And these products are obtained from the pressing and drying of whole fish, fish remains, or their byproducts. And they make up a large part of many commercial fish feeds. But by feeding fish these products, we also end up giving them large quantities of calcium carbonate and calcium phosphate from the shell and bone in fish meal. And the issue is that not only is this unsustainable, but shell and bone have no nutritional value to fish. But because they're present in fish feeds, fish still need to work to digest them. And digestion is an energy-consuming process. Now, this may sound strange because we know that eating food gives us energy, but a proportion of that energy is actually used to break down and assimilate the nutrients associated with a meal. In fish, once food enters the stomach, they exert energy in the form of ATP in order to secrete and produce gastric acids, which are essential to break down a meal. And on top of that, this gastric acid secretion is balanced by moving equal amounts of bicarbonate base into the blood. And this presents an additional energetic challenge for fish during digestion, because not only do they need to work to excrete that excess bicarbonate, but it can change the way that hemoglobin binds to oxygen in the blood, and this could lead to reduced oxygen delivery to tissues. Now, my research so far shows that it actually takes more acid to digest the calcium carbonate and calcium phosphate from shell and bone, because these minerals are capable of buffering or resisting changes in acidity. And previous work in my lab shows that this carries over to the cost of digestion for fish, and that it actually costs more energy to digest a meal laced with the calcium salts that make up shell and bone. And this matters because the more energy a fish spends on digesting their food, then the less energy there is available to put towards things like fish growth. And this means that the presence of acid buffering minerals in fish feeds could not only reduce fish growth, but it could impact the efficiency and sustainability of global aquaculture. But the question is, by how much does it affect fish growth? Is it the same for different species in different environments like Australia? How do other fish feed supplements influence the cost of digestion? And can we use this information to experimentally manipulate fish feeds to make them easier for fish to digest and enhance fish growth? In summary, my PhD shows that we can use our understanding of fish physiology as a tool to address global issues. And in this case, I'm working to help feed the world.